downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Cleveland Guardians. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for Cleveland in this one, Logan Allen. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
The 1-0.
Ball. Ha!
Fouled off. He was late. 2-2 now. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Mets jump in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That missed. That's the ball.
He wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed, so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game one of this three-game set. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. What a stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big factor for them in recent games, Eric Wagaman.
Not doing anything crazy right now, but he's been solid over the last 10 games. And hey, with that batting average, if it was over the course of a full season, you're talking about Hall of Fame numbers. .333 over the last 10 games. 1 for 3 doesn't seem that impressive, but you know what? It's tough to do when you consider a longer stretch. They're going to enjoy this little run right now. After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge it.
Next offering is fouled back. Outside low, and the count is 3-1. Just underway here in Cleveland. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 3-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. Vidal Brujan up now for the Mets. Close,
That's the
but
ball.
called the ball. Ball 1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 down, nobody on.
Hey,
And that's
a ball.
outside. 3-1. Out towards right center field. Makes a nice running catch. And that'll do it. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo homer. It's now a 1-0 ball game. We go to the bottom of the first. And taking the ball for the Mets, Nolan McLean. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
They're looking for him to get through the lineup a couple of times, limit as much damage as possible, and keep this game close. He's not exactly expected to eat up innings, Boog, but he's capable of doing that if he plays his cards right in this one.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. Fought off foul. That one inside. Look out.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's the ball.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Three-two now. In the air, left field. Soto on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Let's take a look at our lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, the key is to lay off pitches down in the zone until you're forced to swing. Set your sights higher in the strike zone, looking for something elevated because sinkers are less effective up in the zone. They tend to flatten out. So when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Throws to first in time.
Third, catcher, Bo Naylor.
2 down, base is empty. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Ball low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They're down 1-0. Back here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets.
No, that missed. That's a ball. Oh, yeah.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jorge Polanco.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez takes it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Eric Wagaman stands in now and watches strike 1. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Strike 3, got him with the sweeper. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. We head to the bottom of the second. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing, and all the bat went flying there. McLean measures 6 feet 2 inches, 24 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2023. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 0-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Stays alive. Two on the way. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two. On the ground to the left. Throw to first in time.
Batting 5th, right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Hard hit right side. Wagaman steps on the bag. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's the second baseman, Angel Martinez, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career.
And Boog, this guy keeps finding his way around the bases and eventually scoring. It's always fun running into the dugout and high-fiving your teammates after touching home plate, and he's done a lot of that lately.
That misses
Ball,
the zone.
that's in.
2 balls, 2 strikes. On the inside corner for called strike 3. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Low ball.
That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. On a line, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Luis Robert.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Robert launched a homer in his most recent game.
That's
Just
the ball.
missed. Baden gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Next to the Mets, right fielder Carson
Back to the
Bench.
top of the Mets order. Carson Bench digs in now. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. That one's in there, 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Now he's challenging the called strike. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep both their challenges. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. There's one. A sensational double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And now it's Juan Soto. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swings through that one for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Pitch gets away. And the runner holds.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the catcher. If you're the runner at third, think about scoring.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Whips it across. Inning over. Mets lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Here in Cleveland, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Ball, that's outside.
And another ball.
That's down.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
On the ground.
Ball.
And foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair. And the tying run is on base.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Now here's Nolan Jones. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but
down.
some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And it remains 2-2. That's a ball, went with the sweeper.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
3-2. Out to short. The flip. There's one. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Arias matched a homer in his last game. Two down, nobody on. Line drive, base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Quan batting for the second time, and that's strike one. There's a line drive to left field. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Up next for the Guardians.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Hitless today, but after seeing what he did last game, I'm sure it's just a matter of time, Boog. Always a dangerous guy when at the plate.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Got him swinging. Guardians strand a couple, and it remains 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. In the air to left center. Valera in position. 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman, Vidal Brujan.
And now it's Vidal Brujan. He's 0 for 1. Oh, and 2 now. In the air, right field. DeLauder takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
For the Mets, catcher, Luis Torrens.
Stepping in, Luis Torrens. Grounded out his first time up.
Hee-haw! No, that's up.
Gonna count 1 and 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Up the middle, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jorge Polanco will hit next. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Nope, ball.
Now there's a bullet down the line. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. In comes the run from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Mets 2 and the Guardians nothing. You're watching Mets. Bottom of the 4th, stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Tap foul at the plate.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Out to short, Lindor. Slings to first in time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now it's going to be Kyle Manzardo. First time up, he grounded to third.
Hey!
The Guardians down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. The 0-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Next to hit, Chase DeLauder.
Hee-haw!
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
He goes down looking. Guardians fail to score, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That one ripped. And that's going to bang against the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Man at second. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a foul out of play. Here's a 1-2. Chop to the left side, but it kicks foul. 1-2 now. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Luis Robert now. Single to right in his first trip.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
That's in, ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
At the plate, Carson Benj.
Yeah.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. In the dirt, blocked. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Nice grab. Over to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Mets strand one, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
You know, with these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there, and I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So up next, George Valera, a single his first time.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The 0-1. And he swings through that one. Struck him out looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
Ball.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground, out to short. A dive. Nice stop. Save.
Hey!
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
Now, Gabriel Arias.
Ball, that's up.
Jones, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Here.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fair ball. Soto gets it back in quickly. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Steven Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. 2 on, 2 outs. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 1-2. Up the middle. Base hit into center field. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Right through there for a strike. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Here's the 0-2. To the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Base hit. Runner around third. He'll score and tie it.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen sooner than he anticipated.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Nolan McLean will depart, and a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game. New arm out of the pen when we get back.